Okay, dear brothers and sisters in the Dhamma, pay homage to the Buddha by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Okay. Aneka jati sangsarang sandha visang anibisang gahakarang gave santo dukkha jati punapunang gahakaraka ditthosi punagehang nakahasi sabbate phasuka bhagga kahakotang visankhatang visankhara cittang tanhanang kaya maccaga. Yeah, next one also, depending origination parts. Avijja paccaya sankhara sankhara paccaya viññānaṁ viññāna paccaya nama rupang nama rupa paccaya salayatanaṁ salayatana paccaya bhasso bhassa paccaya vedana vedana paccaya tanha tanha paccaya upadānaṁ upadāna paccaya bhavo bhava paccaya jati jati paccaya jara maranaṁ soka parideva dukkha domana supāyasa sambhavanti. Yeah, that's all. Eva metassa kevalassa dukkha kandassa samudayo hoti. Yeah, such is the origin of the whole mass of suffering. This is the meaning. Okay, now today we are going to discuss about some meaning of the Paṭiccasamuppāda. Before we enter the meaning of the word by word, avijja, from our meaning avijja, what's the meaning sankhara, etc. Before we are going to explain, we have to follow some of the explanation according to the commentary. This is the definition in brief. The commentary mentioned one of the gatha, desana bhedato attha lakkaneka vidhadito anganancha vavattahana viññātabbo vinicchyo. There are few explanations. Firstly, the fact of depending origination are explained in brief. According to 5 aspects in the commentary, they're going to commentary. There are 5 ways explained. The number 1 is number 1, desana bhedato. Desana bheda as different ways of teaching. Because Lord Buddha used the different way to explain depending origination. Okay. because the Paṭiccasamuppāda, the different way. So we have to know the how many ways. Attato as meaning, the meaning of the one of the each factor. What's meaning avijja, what's meaning sankhara, etc. Because without knowing the meaning, we cannot understand and we cannot fully cover the depending origination. Just only word, but we have to know the meaning. Lakkanādito. Lakkanādito is mean as characteristic and so on. Because they have the different the character of each factor. The different characteristics of each factor. So we have to know avijja, what's the character? Sankhara, what's the character? So one by one we have to know. This is also very good for the develop our practical knowledge. Maybe the one day, if you have time to develop your meditation, when you are coming to the after practice the nama rupa paricceda knowledge, and after knowing the mentality, materiality clearly, then you can come to the paccaya parigha stage. Paccaya parigha stage meaning cause and effect. What is the cause? What is the effect? Etc. So this is the meaning. So that's why if you know the detailing about Paṭiccasamuppāda, it's very useful to develop your and practice your meditation. Very helpful. Eka vidhādito, as single fold, and so on. And anganancha vavatthana, as the defining of the factors. Okay, slowly by slowly, we are trying to explain. Okay, anyway, we will now look at the different ways of teaching of defending origination by the Buddha. Then Lord Buddha explained different way. If I'm not wrong, there are 4 ways. Okay, but the extra also one way have, but this one we call the Pañccakhanda way, 5 aggregates way, but this way we are not include here. This one not include here. Okay, but we follow the commentary. There are only 4 ways. After that, each of the factors of the dependent origination will be explained in detail. So after that, we are going to explain the one by one the all other factors. The meaning is atta. The meaning is atta. Lakkanādi, characteristic, and so on, as well as the classification into groups, ekavidāt, of each of the factors will be included in the details explanation. So now I think you know, because now first of all we are going to explain how many ways, how many different ways of teaching of the depending origination by the Lord Buddha, because depending the Lord Buddha, the person, because some of the people very listener, very skillful to understand Paṭiccasamuppāda from beginning to end. Someone doesn't no need all. Some enough from the middle to end or the middle to the beginning. So that's why there are different the explanation. So now we just we can follow the meaning. Okay. Now after that, Desana Beda is a different ways of teaching. Now the Desana Beda, the Buddha teach defending origination in 4 ways. Now I already told there are 4 ways. Chatubhida Paṭiccasamuppāda Desana. The Buddha's teach defending origination. There is the 4 ways. Okay, the number 1. Ādito paṭṭhāya yāva paryosāna, the Pali, from the beginning up to the end. From the beginning up to the end. Majjato paṭṭhāya yāva paryosāna, from the middle up to the end. From the middle up to the end. Pariyosanato pattahaya yava adi. From the end down to the beginning. From the end down to the beginning. Majjato pattahaya yava adi. From the middle down to the beginning. Okay. Now you see again, from beginning to end, end to beginning. This is the mainly. From the beginning to end, end to beginning. And from the middle to end and middle to beginning. So this is a way. Okay, anyway, now we see the meaning. What is the meaning of Adi to Pattahaya Yava Pariyosana? From the beginning up to the end. They have the similar, they have example for the understand. A man who is gathering creepers sees only the root of the creeper first. And after cutting it at the root, he pulls it all out and takes it away and use it, because there's some of the men going to forest, okay, to find the some creepers. Then after he's seen the root of the creeper first, then he start to cut from the root. Then after he is fulls all the round until end. This is a way from beginning to end. Beginning to end. The Buddha teach depending origination from the beginning up to the end. Beginning up to the end. This is Lord Buddha's teaching. This is a Paṭiccasamuppāda. Okay. Now this one very popular, no? In every sutta and called Abidhamma and the many places Lord Buddha explained. But anyway, we take the one example from the sutta Majjhima Nikaya 38 sutta named Maha Tanha Sankaya Sutta. The greater discourse on the destruction of craving. It's also the Mahatanha, no? Mahatanha, great craving. According that sutta also explain, I not follow all the Pali. I want to know about the way only, because we are not going to explain all the detail here, but just you have to know they have the 4 ways, just enough. They have the 4 ways for the teaching, four teaching way, but the depending origination. This is enough. Anyway, the Lord Buddha mentioned itiko bhikkhave avijja paccaya sankhara. So bhikkhus with ignorance as condition, formations come to be. Because of ignorance, formation coming. Sankhara paccaya vijnana. Because of formation, vijnana is arising. With the formation as condition, consciousness arising. Okay. So this is with the consciousness as condition, mentality and materiality. With mentality, materiality as condition, the sixfold base. With the sixfold base as condition, contact. With contact as condition, feeling. With feeling as condition, craving. With craving as condition, clinging. With clinging as condition, becoming. With becoming as condition, birth. With birth as condition, aging and death. Sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair come to be. Such is the origin of this whole mass of suffering. This is a suffering, dukkha. This is dukkha. Now our life also same, no? Because of the ignorance, and we are collecting wholesome and unwholesome sankhara formation. Because of the formation, sankhara giving the result in future life. That's why we are all the Buddhists. We try to cut off the avijja first. Without fully knowing the avijja, we cannot cut all the depending origination. That's why The avidya is a main cause for giving suffering. Avidya is a main cause for the giving the all thing for us. Now, anyway, this is a Paṭiccasamuppāda. This is the first way. First way, what is the first way? The Lord Buddha mentioned from beginning up to the end. Okay, from avidya to the jati jara marana. Avidya, sankhara, because of avidya, arises sankhara. Because of sankhara, arising vijnana. Because of vijnana, arising namarupa. Because of namarupa, arising salayatana. Because of salayatana, arising phassa. Because of phassa, arising vedana. Because of vedana, arising tanha. Because of tanha, arising upadana. Upadana, because of upadana, arising bhava. Because of bhava, arising jati. Yeah, okay. Then because of jati become tanha, the jara marana. Actually, this whole the sentence become the three life. According to the normal way, we can say the Suttanta way. Avijja and Sankhara we can see in the past life, but later, no, but this is not the time, huh? But just you better know avijja, Sankhara in the past life. From vijnana to again bhava, vijnana, namarupa, salayatana, phassa, vedana, tanha, upadana. There are 8 the present life, present. And the new jati, new bhava, new existence. Okay, new become the new is the birth. Jati, jaravan, the next life. So, but this is also one way to understand. But anyway, this is the first way of the teaching of Paṭiccasamuppāda. Okay, we can follow the second one. Okay, but the second one, Majjato Paṭṭhāya Yava Paryosana. Majjato Paṭṭhāya Yava Paryosana. From the middle up to the end. From the middle up to the end. Okay, this is also an example. This example comes from the Banga commentary and Suddhimagga also explaining. Another man sees the middle of the creeper first, and after cutting it in the middle, he pulls out only the upper part and takes it away and use it. Now, it means the one of the man, he need the creeper to make something. Then he went to forest to cut the creeper. At that time, he saw the middle of the creeper. He cannot see the beginning, he cannot see the ending of the creeper, but he see only the middle. Then he start cut from middle and he going to the end. Then he full out only the upper part. So this is also one way the Buddha teach depending origination from the middle up to the end. From middle up to the end. Okay, from middle up to the end. This is way. Okay, this one also they are explaining according to the Mahatanha Sankhya Sutta. Okay, if you have the time in future, you can read. This is also good to know. Okay, actually this part, this way is starting from the Tanha. Tanha is a middle. Tanha is a middle. Okay. Thassa tang sorry, the Vedana. Because of the Vedana is the we can say the Vipaka, the one of resultant, last resultant moment. Now the Vedana, because of the as the delights in that feeling becomes it and remains holding to it. Delight arises in him. Now delight is feeling, is clinging because of the Vedana, and he start delight. After he get the happy feeling, then he delight, attach, delight. Because of delight, they rise in the clinging, upadana. Now tanha, upadana. They continuously going with this clinging as condition, becoming comes to be. With becoming as condition, birth. with birth as condition, aging and death, sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair come to be. Such is the origin of this whole mass of suffering. Actually, after the Vedana, they have the Tanha, no? Because of this feeling is the cause, effect is the Tanha, delight. Or maybe we can say craving also can. Tanha. Because Tanha and clinging, Upadana. This Upadana become Bhava, becoming. Because becoming Jati. Now, from you see, from the middle, from middle up to the end. From middle up to the end. This is also the way. Okay, now I think you also know the brief meaning. This is the second way. What's the third way? Paryosanato patta yava adi. Paryosana. Paryosana is the end. From the end down to the beginning. From end to the beginning. From end to the beginning. Now anyway, according to the Paṭiccasamuppāda chanting book also, we will just follow it, no? The sum of the, I think the under the Paccaya Parigraha Jnana, also explaining about that, there are 77, if I'm not wrong, 77 type of knowledge, 77 type of knowledge regarding Paṭiccasamuppāda. Explaining coming from the Paṭiccasamuppāda, one of the greatest book, Paṭiccasamuppāda, Paṭiccasamuppāda. That book also explaining Jati Paccaya Jara Marananti Jnana. Because of Jati and Jara Marana. This is a knowledge. Without Jati cannot appear Jara Marana. And Jara Marana always depending with the Jati. So then there's this way. After Bhava Paccaya Jati. Because of the Bhava arising Jati. Jati also always depending with the Bhava. Without Bhava, Jati cannot arise. So this way, from the ending, from the end down to the beginning. Okay, but anyway, the example, similar example. Another man sees the tip of the creeper first and sizing the tip. As his follow is down to the root and takes all it is weight, use it. Now see, one of the men went to the forest to finding the creeper, and he also saw the end of the creeper. So he start to cut and come to the from the beginning to the beginning. Okay, from the end down to the beginning. The Buddha teach also same way. The Buddha teach different origination from the end to the beginning. From the end to the beginning. This is also what Buddha teach for us. But this one also very long Pali explanation, but I'm not going to follow the Pali. Just I want to get only simple, only for English, a few words. So we can show the people about the English meaning only. Just the long explanation. But if you want, later you can go and check the sutta. Okay, now so the Pali, the English meaning. So that's way explaining like the Q&A, like Q&A, no? With the birth as condition, aging and death. So it was said, now bhikkhus, do aging and death have birth as condition or not? Or how do you take it this case? Aging and death, Jara Marana, have birth as condition. Whenever sir, thus we take it in this case. With birth as condition, Jara and Marana. Now see, birth is a condition to Jara Marana. And again, become is a condition to the birth. The same way, Birth is the same way explaining the from end into the beginning, from end in the beginning. So I think maybe later also, but when you are free, you can read and because now they're not our project and to the point to explain all the detail here. Just I want to explain there are 4 ways of the teaching of Paṭiccasamuppāda. This is enough. Okay, the next one. I think the long part English explanation also there. Yeah. Later you also can. Okay, this is the 4th one. Majjato paṭṭhāya yava ādi. From the middle down to the beginning. From middle to the beginning. Middle down to the beginning. Then what's the example? The another man is only the middle of the creeper first, and after cutting it in the middle and threshing it down as far as the root, he takes it away and use it. Now you see, because the one man went to the forest and he saw the one of the big creeper, and he saw the middle part of creeper first, and after cutting off this point, and he come to the root of the creeper. He's finding the root. He come to the beginning. The same way, the Lord Buddha also explained this depending origination from middle down to the beginning. Middle down to the beginning. Okay, this is also the one of the sutta, Ahara Sutta, Ahara Sutta Samyutta Nikaya. That sutta also explaining Chattaro Ahara, King Nidana, King Samudaya, King Jatika, King Pabhava. Very common. Those are Pali and sutta, very common. Ime Chattaro Ahara, Tanha Nidhana, Tanha Samudaya, Tanha Jatika, Tanha Pabhava. And now you can see the meaning, because there are 4 ahara, 4 nutriment. Now I think 4 ahara, you know, because these 4 kind of nutriment have what as their source, what as their origin, from what are they born and produce. Now anyway, the ahara is depending with the tanha. Tanha is depending with the so slowly by slowly they're explaining. Okay. Now anyway you have to know, but this is also the from the middle to beginning, from middle down to the beginning, how we understand. Okay. This is also 4 way. Okay. Next one. We are, I think that we know, good to know about the meaning. Then why did the Buddha teach these different ways? We also want to know. Because Lord Buddha used the different way to explain Paṭiccasamuppāda. I think, do you remember, no? Paṭiccasamuppāda, the Lord Buddha said, depending origins is not so easy to understand. It is very, very deep, very deep. Anyway, Paṭiccasamuppādassa samanta baddha kata, samanta, yeah, the depending origins is wholly beneficial, starting from any of the 4 starting points. It leads only the penetration of the proper way. Now you see, because if someone without not knowing about Paṭiccasamuppāda, you cannot overcome from the suffering. But anyway, we have to go inside to know the meaning and way of the teaching. That's why this is one way. That's what Lord Buddha explained, the 4 type of way. Another one, Sayancha Desana Vilasa Sappatata. Yeah, because the Buddha has himself acquired allegiance in instruction. He has done so through the processes of the four kind of perfect confidence. Now, because now I think now Lord Buddha's special the knowledge, they have he has the Vesaraja. Vesaraja, yeah, four kind of perfect confidence, and the Paṭiccasamuppāda, four type Paṭiccasamuppāda, four analytical knowledge. Lord Buddha has the four analytical knowledge, and Chattu Bidagambhira, achieve the fourfold profundity. Then this is also way that's he teach the Dhamma by various methods. Because Lord Buddha has a special the knowledge and special way to explain. That's why the Lord Buddha start to teach this Paṭiccasamuppāda. Okay, but they have the again we are explaining beginning to end. For those confused about the cause of the process of existence, to show the process of existence carries on according to its own proper reasons, and to show the order of arising. Because now from the beginning, and the number next one, end of the beginning, to show the reason for the various kind of suffering, beginning with aging and death. But the middle to beginning, to show how to succession of cause and fruits extended back into the past existence, and again forward from the past. The middle to end, to show the how the future existed, follow from the present cause for the rebirth in the future. Anyway, the meaning, because of the past life, the past causes giving result this life, and next life also. But the sometime they have the way, past life, the past cause giving the present effect, phala. Then present cause giving the future effect, phala. Atita hetu giving the pachuppanna phala. And pachuppanna hetu, the present cause giving the anagata phala. This is we want to, the Lord Buddha want to combine three and to explain. That's why Lord Buddha used the four way of the Paṭiccasamuppāda. Anyway, I think enough to know, they have the four type of way of the teaching of Paṭiccasamuppāda. Okay, so now after that, now you see that they have the summary of the four ways of teaching. Now they okay, you see the look at their notes. There are 12 factors of defending origination. Avijja is ignorance, sankhara, formations, vijnana, consciousness, nama rupa, mentality, materiality, salayatana, sixfold basis, phassa, contact, vedana, feeling, tanha, craving, upadana, clinging, bhava, becoming, jati, birth, jara, marana, aging and death. This is the 12 factors. And the first way, beginning to end, from avijja to jara marana, ignorance to aging and death. Yeah. The number 2, middle to end, from vedana to jara marana, the from feeling to aging and death. Okay, the third, end to beginning, from end to beginning, from jara marana to avijja, aging, death to the ignorance. Okay, the fourth one, middle to beginning, the start of the nutriment, no any cause in the Paṭiccasamuppāda. Actually, nutriments depending with the tanha, craving. Start from the craving. Starting place of the place is the craving. From tanha to avijja. From craving to the ignorance. Okay. This is a summary of 4 ways of teaching of Paṭiccasamuppāda, depending origination. Okay. Okay, now we can follow the meaning, some of the meaning. Because why? Some of the Sri Lankan also asked me, why Bante all the time, when you are teaching the Paṭiccasamuppāda, always starting from the avijja. Start from the avijja. What is the reason? What is the meaning? Then the avijja is dependent with the asava, pain. So what is what's the cause for the avijja? This way they has asked a lot of question. But that's why we also put some explanation to know for your understand, for your knowledge. Why is the ignorance started in the beginning? Okay, why avijja started in the beginning? It is not the causeless root cause. Okay, the cause of ignorance are the taint asava. You see, because the avijja, someone say avijja no cause. No, avijja also depending with the asava, taint. Okay, the Samma Ditti Sutta in the Majjhima Nikaya, discourse of the right view, Bhante Sariputta explained, no? Asava samudaya avijja samudayo. With the arising of the taint, there is the arising of ignorance. Asava samudaya avijja, because of the asava arising means avijja also arising. With the arising of the taint, there is the arising of the ignorance. Asava nirodha avijja nirodho. With the cessation of the taint, there is the cessation of ignorance. You see, because each other, they are depending each other. Because of the asava supportive for the avijja, avijja supportive for the asava. But when the cut off the asava means avijja also cut off. That's why in the arahatta's knowledge, after you receive the arahatta fruition knowledge, we call asavakkaya jnana. Asavakkaya jnana. The cut off the all this knowledge of cut off the pain. Asavakkaya. This was because after become arahat, meaning he already cut off all the state of pain. Means the all asava cut off means the cessation of the pain, meaning no more avijja. Okay, that's why avijja always the put of from the beginning. Okay, we continue. After that, the Buddha teach 2 possible starting point in the exposition of the round of becoming, Vattakatha. Because there are 2 meaning, means the 2 possible starting point, avijja and tanha, if I'm not wrong. Okay, you can see there's ignorance, avijja. Because the avijja sutta, discourse of the ignorance sutta, say purima bhikkave kotina panyayati avijjaya. Ito pubbe avijja na hosi atta pacca samabhavat. Evan chidam bhikkave uchchati atachapana panyayati. Idapacchaya avijja. Okay, we just follow the meaning. Because this is said, a first point of ignorance, because it's not seen such that before this there was no ignorance, and afterward it came into being. Still, ignorance is seen to have a specific condition, because the avijja is a special the condition, because the avijja is the main. I can say ignorance is an outstanding cause of karma that leads to the unhappy destiny. Now you saw, because the ignorance is the outstanding of the cause for the karma. Okay, because when we are accumulating unwholesome, the akusala karma, no, then akusala karma, the giving the result. Duggati, he can lead to the unhappy destinies. Craving for beginning, tanha. The Tanha Sutta means bhikkhus, it is said a first point of craving for existence. Bhikkhus is not seen such that before this there was no craving for existence, and afterward it came into being. Still craving for existence is seen to have a specific condition. You see, because of tanha. Now we can combine together later. The craving for becoming is an outstanding cause of karma that lead to happy destiny. You see, because someone when he's doing the kusala karma, example, offering dana, offering flowers for the Buddha, whatever good thing he's doing, at that time he has the wishes, he has hope. I want to be like this, I want to be like this. He has the future plan, future wishes. This is a craving. Now, who has the like this the patana wishes? We can say that this is a craving. This is a craving for the becoming is the an outstanding cause for the karma that lead to the happy life, happy destination, happy life. Okay, so okay, we continue. After that, sometime the Buddha explained the starting point of the round of the becoming with just a single state and sometime both. You see, because sometimes the single, sometimes both. Some say the avidya, only avidya, sometimes tanha, but avidya tanha together combined. So you see, Upanishad Sutta is because of the proximate cause. Itiko bhikkhave avidyopanisa sankhara, sankharopanisam vijnana. Thus, bhikkhus with ignorance as proximate cause, volitional formations come to be. With volitional formations as proximate cause, consciousness. Okay, now we go to the Tanha Sutta, craving. Is it the bhikkhus, when one dwell contemplating gratification is things that can be clung to. No? Yeah, craving increase with craving as condition, the clinging that come to be. You see, because this is avidya, the single fall, and tanha, and both ignorance and craving. After they explain how they this one also the Bala Pandita Sutta also explained. Just follow the meaning. Bhikkhus for the fool hindered by ignorance and fetters by craving. This body has thereby originated. So there is this body and external name and form. Thus this right. Depending on the date, there is a contact. There are just 6 sense bases contact through the speech or through the certain one among the thing. The full experience pleasure and pain. But anyway, the main thing we need hindered by ignorance and fettered by craving. This for this body has thereby originate. The cause for the appear this body or kaya life. Hindrance by ignorance and fettered by craving. Avijja, nivaranana, tanha, sanyojana, 2 causes. Okay, now we go next paragraph. According to the Anamatagga Sangyukta, very common Sangyutta Nikaya. Anamataggoyam bhikkhave sansaro hubba kotina panyayati avijja nivaranana sattanam tanha sanyojanana sandhavitan sansarta, the Pali. The meaning, bhikkhus, this sansara, you know sansara meaning, no? The samsara is without discoverable beginning. A first point is not discerned from beings, roaming and wandering, unhindered by ignorance and fettered by craving. Now we are all the being, we are still stay in the samsara. So we have the next life, we have to go and come. We have the wander or the wandering of the circle round. There are two meaning, two causes. The avijja nivarana hindered by ignorance and tanha sanyojana fettered by craving. These two, avijja and tanha, is the main cause for giving this life. This is giving our present life. Okay, but this life also we are always whatever karma we are going to collecting. This avijja and tanha always the main cause to collect. So we can get the next life. So that's why hindrance avijja and tanha is the main two cause. They are both together. Also, Lord Buddha explained. Okay. Okay. Now after that, we see we have to know the meaning, the meaning of avijja. No. So according to the Suttanta method and according to the Paramatta and Abidhamma method. So we have the time to explain only avijja today, because our project very long but they take time to explain. But anyway, according to Suttanta method explaining, the Lord Buddha mentioned tatta katama avijja. Herein, what is the ignorance? Dukkhe ajnanam, not knowing suffering. Dukkha samudaya ajnana, not knowing the origin of suffering. Dukkha nirodhe ajnana, not knowing the cessation of suffering. Dukkha nirodha gaminiya patipadaya ajnana, not knowing the path leading to the cessation of suffering. Ayang uchati avijja, this is called ignorance. You see, avijja. What is the meaning avijja? Avijja meaning not knowing the Four Noble Truth. You see, because this is also the main explanation. According to Suttanta method, ignorance is avijja, is defined as not knowing the Four Noble Truth. Not knowing the Four Noble Truth. This is avijja. Okay, Paramatta. Abidhamma. Abidhamma method, Nipariyaya, is the ultimate. In terms of ultimate realities, ignorance, avijja, is a mental fact of delusion. Avijja meaning the mental factor of delusion. Moha chetasika. Moha chetasika. Okay. So then in the sum of the place explaining definition of the moha of Dhamma Sangani. Because the Lord Buddha, the first book of the Abidhamma, no? That book explaining what is the meaning moha. There are, if I'm not wrong, there are 8 types of moha. The Lord Buddha going to explain there are 8 types of moha. Okay, so we just follow the Pali first. They mention the tatta katamu moho. Hearing what is the delusion? Moho. Dukkhe ajnanam, dukkha samudaya ajnanam, dukkha nirodhe ajnanam, dukkha nirodha gaminiya patipadaya ajnanam. I did now you know the meaning, no? Not knowing the suffering, not knowing the suffering, not knowing the origin of suffering, not knowing the cessation of the suffering, not knowing the path leading to the cessation of the suffering. And this is very common, but they have the 4 extra things. Pubbante ajnanam, aparante ajnanam, pubbanta aparante ajnanam, idappaccheta Paṭiccasamuppānnesu dhammesu ajnana. There are 4. What's the 4? Pubbante Anyana, not knowing the past, but the past life, past happening. And Aparante Anyana, not knowing the future, not knowing the future, but the future. Someone not believe the future, someone not believe the past. And Pubbanta Paranti Anyana, not knowing the past and future, both. And Ida Pacheta Paṭiccasamuppāda Dhammesu Anyana, not knowing a specific conditionality and conditionally arises stage. This is a Paṭiccasamuppāda. Okay, not knowing the Paṭiccasamuppāda. Now is it the moha. Now avidya is we call according to the Suttanta way, but according to Paramatta, ultimate reality way, we call moha. But anyway, the Lord Buddha after that start to explain the similar word for the moha, different similar word. Yeah, but anyway, just the better we take some more explanation. In the Abidhamma method, ignorance and or delusion is defined as not knowing 8 factors. In addition to the Four Noble Truths, it is also not knowing the additional 4 factors. In the past, the Pubbante, the past time, past aggregates, elements, bases. You see, what is the Pubbante Anyana meaning? Not knowing the past. What's the past? Past time, past aggregates, elements, bases, etc. And the Pubbante Anyana, not knowing the future. The future meaning the future time, future aggregates, future elements and bases, etc. Okay. And the Pubbanta Paranti Anyana, the past and the future, not knowing the past and future. Both mentioned above. About the past aggregate and future aggregate. The past basis and future basis. Past element and future element. Okay, both. Specific conditionally, the Paṭiccasamuppāda, the conditionally arises. But explaining ida pacceta specific conditionality, the factors beginning with ignorance, which are the causes of formations and so on. This is what we call ida pacceta. Paṭiccasamuppāda Dhamma conditionally arisen state. The states beginning with formation, which are produced by ignorance and so on. You see, here both are combined together. No? In brief, ignorance is not knowing the causes and effect in the cycle of depending origination. This is the meaning. Okay, so this is a avijja meaning. Okay, now they have the few explanation about the, I told no, but the similar words, no. Furthermore, the more explicit, the Dhammasangani books give us the total of 25 terms as similar words for delusion or ignorance. But I just follow the short meaning. Anyana, not knowing, for noble truth, the 8 types of things. Adasana, non seeing. Anabhisamayo, non realization. And Ananubodho, Ananubodho, Asambodho, Appativedo, no? Non-understanding, non-perfect understanding, non-penetration. And non-grasping and non-comprehension, but yeah, just follow the English. And there are 25 words, no? And non-consideration. So they are all Yeah, just we follow the notes, okay? There are 25 similar word, but last one, because the moha is akusala mula, the root of the akusala. Moha is the root of the akusala. Without moha, cannot appear any of the akusala. The loba mula, the root of the greedy akusala or hatred or delusion, whatever akusala arising because of the moha. Delusion as the unwholesome root. Okay, so this is a meaning. I think, okay, today just we another the simple meaning, the ignorance, avidya, no? The mental factors of delusion, moha chetasika. Avidya is moha, no? It is the base of the all unwholesome. Now you know, everyone know. But what are the unwholesome roots? Loba, greed, and dosa, hatred, and moha, delusion. They cannot arise without delusion. Greed cannot arise without delusion. It is not possible to have attachment without delusion. We are practically, no? We are always attached this one, this way, because of the avidya. Without no, if no moha, cannot. For example, arahat. The arahat is noble person. No? Arahat already cut off the moha, avidya. But because of that, they are also doing and seeing, but there are no arising craving any of the akusala or kusala. Similarly, it is not possible for hatred or restlessness that arise without delusion. That's why the Buddha put ignorance at the start of the depending origination. This is one way. Okay, another one. Ignorance avijja directly support to unwholesome to arise. Okay, now we know, no? Ignorance also support to wholesome to arise. Not directly, but indirectly through the strong depending condition. Upanishad Pacha. That's the, for example, we like to offer dana. We have learned the meaning of the benefits of offering of dana from the Buddha's teaching or sutta. No? If one offer dana, knowing and wishing for the benefits of offering dana, it is driven by ignorance. Okay, because today I offer this thing to the Buddha. I want to be the Deva. I want to be the good person in future. I want to be the wealthy person in future. Okay? Who has the wishes? This is also this wholesome, so kusala, but avidya also support to the wholesome indirectly, but not the avidya not arising with the kusala mind, but kusala and avidya arising separately, but avidya is a base for the kusala. That's why this is the example aspiration. I want to be wealthy, I want to be healthy, I want to be reborn as a good destination. Whatever I offer, I can get twice the benefit. Yeah. So example, now you see, no example is mentioned. No, usually there's Chinese also believe. No, there's some Chinese people. If I offer $10, I can get the 20s return. This is also the meaning. No, okay. Anyway, offering the bhikkhus can get very good benefits. Offering flowers, candlelight, and whatever to the Buddha, and can bring very superior benefits. The Therapadana also explain, different kind of biography, but today not time. Maybe the next time I can explain some of the explanation regarding the avidya. The avidya is the base for the main base for the akusala, because avidya arises with the akusala mind, but avidya is also base for the kusala, because the avidya not arising with the kusala mind, but avidya always cause for the kusala. This way also we will explain next time. Okay, so today I think the we already explained about the 4 types of way of Paṭiccasamuppāda, the teaching way. And mainly start to explain avijja according to the sutta and according to Abidhamma, and by practically. I think you are all are the know the I think all of them got the already get the meaning. Anyway, we are also happy to explain my best by my best. Sadhu sadhu for the all the participant, especially sadhu sadhu Bante, also translating to Chinese language. If I anything done wrong, please forgive me, Bante. And may all of you be healthy and well and happy all the time. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Yeah, sadhu, sadhu. So sharing means they repeat after me. Idamme punyang asavakkayavahang hotu. Idamme punyang nibbānassa paccayo hotu. Mama punya bhagang sabba sattanang bhājemi te sappe me samang punya bhagang labhantu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Buddha sāsanang cirang tiṭṭhatu. Buddha sāsanang cirang tiṭṭhatu. Buddha sāsanang cirang tiṭṭhatu. Sukhi hoti.